Hi there everybody, welcome to my channel, man. This is Farmer Bob and another map making episode. Yes, we are on Tiny, the small tiny map we have been making in the past 21-22 videos on this map making series. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing, really appreciate that. Hit the bell for notifications and do share. Really love it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Thanks for all the comments and the questions and all the things. I really appreciate that feedback. It's always nice. Great, guys. With all of that out of the way, our previous video on road building was a fairly big disaster when I tested the roads. It really looked alright and was perfect. When I zipped the game and opened it in the map, something went seriously wrong with my stacking of the roads. In the previous video you'll see how I've done it, and on this particular roads template, or whatever you want to call it, I think there was some issue where the roads join, and when the cars go over it, even when you drive yourself, it hops over every joint where the roads join. It's got a big hop. So I think maybe there went something wrong in my duplication of the roads. When you duplicate it and then place it over each other, I think there was a problem with the first one, and then it escalated to each one, you know. So yeah, that's the only thing I can think that happened. But anyway, if you do that correctly, it won't be an issue. So yeah, you should have fun with that method. However, I've redone the road just for fun, for a next step on road building. And I've done this whole piece here, this whole section here. I've done that with the normal placement of tile method, you know. You just place them. And by the way, have a look at the nice electric wires I've put up. That will be in our next video. So the next one coming out will be about fencing, and obviously not really fencing, I've already done one on fencing, but placing electrical wires and telephone wires and those kind of stuff. But anyways, here we are at the end of the road. So basically all you do obviously is import your roads, as we said in the previous video. Import your road building kit, and in there you'll have all your curves and junctions and lanes and side roads and all kinds of stuff. And we are using the straights. The 50 meter I've already taken out, and what I do, I just take the ones I use, I put them in their own transform, and then I use them. So I make my own transform. So when I'm done, I can actually just delete the rest. So I don't have unnecessary stuff lying around in my i3D. They might lie in the map directory, but not in the i3D, you know. So it's less stuff to load in game and all that kind of stuff, you know. Okay, anyway, so what I do, the first tip obviously is, as you're building along, just grab your current one or your last one that you've laid, select that, and then duplicate that one. Do that like that, and then you just move that one along right to the very end. That's the one way of doing it. So you can move it along because it's already on the same height here at your rotations and stuff, so it will actually move along that axis, no problem at all. Oh no, I'm going to lose it. Let me just grab it again. I hate it when you misclick. Right, so if you put it there now, it will be on the exact same axis, and you won't have a problem with height difference. Supposedly, you won't have a problem. But I think with the duplication, something definitely went wrong on that other one. So now it should be all right. The other way that I've found, which is nice, especially when you're doing long roads, this is actually very quick and easy to align and to do everything this way. But the other way that's also working is you press Ctrl B and you click ahead, and then you pull it back, and you see it's underneath now, but the moment you bring it over this one, it will match the height, and you need just align it with your lines like that. And then the moment you drop it, it will place it there on the correct height. So if I go down on this now, you'll see it goes like into the thing, into the ground. Like you can actually bring that down a little bit like so, then it is actually less, in my eyes, probably better. But now you can see a joint there. So let's bring it up a little bit. Just like so, I think should be all right. So that's how easily then you can place roads quick and easy. Now this one, obviously, it's going to be too long for this section of road, and if you want to put a curve here, it's going to definitely be too long. So I'm just going to shorten it a little bit. I think up to there should be all right. Pull that far out, move up, so you have less better control on it. Up a little bit. I think like so. If I bring it out like that, okay, let's leave it like so, and then I will come closer. Look at the alignment. It can go a little bit to the left, maybe something like that. And now we must just check if our lines on this side, both sides, are still fairly okay. Like that, something of the kind. And then obviously, last but not the least, is if I wanted to end the road here, which I think I might end the tar road here and keep the rest rural, it should actually go down a little bit more, because there's going to be a lot of a bit of a gap there, a bit of a gap. Sorry, man. Let's see which one is moving. It's X that's moving, so we can actually fine tune it here with the X rotation. So 93. Let's just do it 93 by itself. It is too little. 0.1, it's too little. 0.2, nope. 5 is too much. 4 borders on right, so it is 3 point something. 3.5. Right, 3.6. 3.6 looks good, and then we can just edit that little bit out. And then all I do now is set your tool here, this one here, the terrain sculpt mode tool, to very low here on your settings. I'm just going to bring this value much down, make it fair, a little bit, I won't say too big, but yeah, and then just slowly and softly, just gently add soil here to this end until you start seeing the road or the lines getting them. So that value is a little bit not enough, so let's just up that value a bit. There it's coming. Now we know we're close to the height of the soil. I'm just going to go here. I just want this tip of the road to be roughly the same height as the rest, and then obviously here I just use my smooth, the middle mouse button, to clear some stuff off the road. But obviously now I don't know if we're going to be able to smooth all of this out. We might have to subtract a bit, so I'm just going to do that like so. Subtract a little bit. Watch your edges here so that you don't subtract too much, like I've done on that little piece here. So I'm just going to put a little bit, add again, and I think that there, if I just click on the blank space, that there looks pretty alright for a road edge. You know, it's not a direct sharp edge, so that should be perfectly fine. And if you now come in close, there is a bit of a hump here on that side. It's going to throw the cars and the vehicles off, you know. So we need to just smoothen out this a wee bit like so. And let's just have a look. Yeah, that looks much better. Alright, so that is great stuff, just like that. That little corner is now bugging me because there's a big heap of stuff here. So let's just build it up again. And then obviously make my tool smaller. Sometimes if it's too small, then there's no effect really, you know, so like in this case. Okay, I'm going to just leave like that. Good, and then obviously you can plant some grass and stuff over there just to make sure. I think I'm going a bit overboard now, you know. Just like so. And there it is, guys. The last tip on road building. And our next video we will tackle that electrical cabling and all that kind of stuff. Great, man. And then obviously you can just make sure your edges are nice, and that's it. That's the, I would say, the ordinary way of doing things. Having a look at that. Great, man. Well, guys, it was a short video. I just wanted to add that to the road building one, and I hope it helped a bit, and I hope it obviously the little bit was hopefully enough to give some insight in that on this method, or the proper method, or things that work and doesn't work and whatever. But yes, guys, thank you so much for watching, man. Until next time, take care.